Hey everyone, Saintsfan back again with another GTA 5 video, and today I'll be going over some buyer bewares about the brand new Import-Export DLC. Because there's some stuff that on the surface may look good, may sound awesome, but unfortunately in practice, typical Rockstar fashion, they squander an opportunity to have some really awesome stuff, and I'll let you guys know about that before you do go out and waste your money. So hopefully you guys do enjoy. Most of the problems or issues that I have are with these special vehicles, but I'll save those to the end. So the first thing that I want to touch on, the warehouses. All of the vehicle warehouses are the exact same. They do the exact same thing. They all give you 40 slots to store cars, and they all sell cars. So the prices of each individual one is simply based off of location. And I don't see a reason to buy any other one besides the 1.5 million, which is the cheapest, because you get the same thing. And it's not like one's in a completely different area of the map. I mean, for the most part, they're all in the south area of the map. So it's not like one's up in, Paleto Bay or up in Sandy Shores. They're all relatively close together. So I don't see a reason for you to go out and spend $1 million plus more than you need to on a vehicle warehouse. Also, for the 60 car garage, honestly, start small. Unless you have like $2 billion, start small. Just buy a 20 car, just buy the first one so you're good to go. And I would also suggest to not actually buy the custom mod shop. I mean, yes, it's convenient, and if you have the money and if you want to pay for that convenience, go for it. Don't let me stop you. But it's hard for me to justify spending $1 million, 1.3 million, I think is what it cost me to actually buy it, because I did purchase the cool shark customization flooring, which is really cool. But 1.3 or 1.4 million for that, and $900,000 just for the custom shop ability. I don't know. That's a lot. $1 million basically for a custom shop that does the exact same stuff as Benny's and as every other LSC in the city. So if you're tight on cash, just don't buy the custom shop. It's not really worth it. I would buy everything else, and then if you have enough money, go back and get the custom shop. Okay, now getting into the vehicles. The regular vehicles, I can actually say that, well, I haven't really tested the bike, but the regular vehicles like the Tempesta, the Penetrator, and the LG, they're pretty damn good. Well, let me rephrase that. The Tempesta and the LG are pretty good. The Ocelot Penetrator is not that good in terms of performance, but if you're gonna buy it, to be fair, you're not gonna be buying it because of performance. It's an older supercar. You're gonna be buying it for the looks, for nostalgia, or whatever the case may be. And it's pretty cheap compared to all the other supercars. So I don't have a problem with that if you do buy it. I'm not gonna say that's a waste of money. The special cars though, that's where it gets a little tricky. The first one we'll start with is the Wastelander. Now this one is the cheapest out of all of the special vehicles, and I can see why. There is no purpose for this vehicle. I mean, you would think, because it's a car from Fast and Furious. I mean, that's just one of the, most popular representations of it. But it's a car, or it's a vehicle that in real life, it allows you to put an actual car on the back of it so you can transport it without messing up the car. But you can't do that. I mean, some people told me you can do that in the specific missions that you need that car for, but you can't do it in free mode. You can't do it with the cars, like the car stealing and car selling. If you could do that, that'd be so awesome. You load up your car onto that so you don't damage your car. That would be really cool. I don't know if you guys just heard that, but I almost died. That's lightning out there. I'm recording this commentary in the middle of a freaking war zone outside my house. All right, let's get back on topic. That scared the crap out of me. All right, I'm a little shaken right now. Okay, back to what we were talking about. Sorry about that interruption. The Wastelander is just not good. What you can do, instead of putting cars in the back, you can fit more people. I'm not entirely sure how many people. I'm assuming it's probably 8 or so, because you can fit 3 or maybe 4 on each side and then 2 up in the front, so maybe even 10. But apart from that, it's just, there's no reason to buy it, because there are other vehicles in the game where you can, get a lot of people in. The Insurgent or the Insurgent pickup that holds 9, and at least that one is armored and it's got a freaking gun on it. So the Wastelander, in my opinion, is just not a good vehicle to purchase unless you have billions of dollars. Next up, the Atv Blazer, or the Blazer Aqua. This one I would say not to buy because it's more expensive than a technical Aqua. And in my opinion, the technical Aqua is better. The reason I say that is because in a technical Aqua, you're not going to run into the same problems you run into with the ATV. On an ATV, if you hit a pole, if you hit something, you'll fly off, and that'll annoy you. Where in the technical, you can hit anything you want, and you might damage the car, but you're not going to fly out of it. Also, the technical can hold 3 people, whereas the ATV, I believe it only holds 1. I could be wrong, but somebody tried to get on the back of my Blazer Aqua in the game, and they couldn't. So I'm going to assume it only holds 1 person. Now, the difference is that the Blazer Aqua, it actually has machine guns on the front of it that the driver can shoot, whereas the technical, obviously, you need a second driver to use the machine gun in the back. But the problem is, the machine guns on the ATV are not very good. Like, one, they're not practical, because for you to actually kill someone, because they're not explosive, they're just regular machine gun rounds, you probably got to hit them, what, like 3-4 times? And to, while you're driving, like, be able to aim and shoot them, I just don't see how that's very helpful, I guess I should say, because it's not. So if you want an Aqua car, I would suggest the technical. Obviously, everyone has their own opinions, but in my opinion, I don't see much use for the Blazer. Another one, the Armored Boxville. Why do they do this, man? This one could have been great. The car, the giant truck, I'm blanking on the name, the Brickade, that's the one it was called. That could have been great, but no. You know what they do? They make them horrible. The Armored Boxville, I think, is like $2-something million, and it's not armored at all. 1 grenade, 1 explosion, 1 sticky bomb, 1 RPG, that'll blow it up. At least that's what it did for me multiple times on PS4. I mean, we did that during the stream, so you guys saw that earlier this morning. If this thing was actually armored, if this thing withstood, 2-3 rocket launchers or grenades or explosions, then yeah, it would be awesome because you could fit, a decent amount of people in there. There's the machine gun on the top, which is awesome. And it has the wedge in the front, so you can move cars out of your way. But that's the problem, because it's just someone blows you up, GG, game over. Like, it's a useless vehicle that you're going to be wasting $2-something million on. It looks cool, could be cool, but typical Rockstar fashion, it's not cool. So don't waste your money on that one. Another one, and this one may be controversial, the Phantom Wedge. The reason I say this one is worthless, or not worthless, but the reason I say not to buy this one is because, in my opinion, it does the exact same thing as the ramp car, and the ramp car is just a lot more practical. It's faster. I believe it's cheaper. I could be wrong on that, but if anything, they're like around the same price tag. The only benefit that the Phantom has is that you can fit more people on it. I believe there's a guy that can even go on the back and shoot people. And one of the annoying things that I noticed, and this may very well be the case with the ramp car, but with the Phantom Wedge, when you actually go and hit people, it just plows them out the way. So if you get multiple cars in a row, or if you get bigger trucks, it doesn't actually do that, and it'll stop your, it'll stop your car basically, or it'll knock it off its track. And that kind of would get annoying, after a while, because you expect everything to just plow out of your way. Where at least with the ramp car, it'll ramp underneath it and, push it over it, no matter what size vehicle it is, if you hit it right. So I would just say, if you want one of those vehicles, get the ramp car and not the Phantom Wedge. And then just quickly, I want to touch on the other vehicles. The ones I would say are kind of worth it. The Rocket Voltic, that one's super fun. And yeah, it costs a lot, but it's actually really fun. Just to be able to fly around in online like that. God, who would have thought we would have had that? And then the other one, the Ruiner 2000. Unfortunately, I don't believe this one is worth it for the price tag of $5.7 or even $4.3 million, because it's significantly nerfed. It is not armored, so 1 RPG or 1, sticky bomb will blow it up. It only has 8 rockets, and after you run out of those 8 rockets, you actually have to go back to the warehouse to restore them or restock them. And yeah, the jumping feature is cool, and the parachute feature is cool. But I don't know, I kind of feel like, and I hope to not be that negative, and I hope to not be correct in this, but I feel like in a week or two, no one's really going to be using that vehicle anymore, because it's such a pain, because you run out of rockets so quickly, because you get blown up really easily. Again, I hope I'm wrong, but that's sort of the issue I have. It's super fun, and that's why I'm not going to say, don't buy it, because it's super fun to fly, to jump, to parachute off of things. But just know that there are some problems with it. It's not going to be one of the greatest cars ever to come to GT Online. The Hydra's still going to be overpowered in online. This thing is not going to do a damn thing to the Hydra, because people in the Hydra could easily outrun whatever missiles this thing shoots at it. So just know all that stuff going into it. But that is it with the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully this helped you out. Thank you all for watching. Drop a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe for more awesome GTA content. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.